Okay, right. You all know how much I fucking loathe reiterating shit, but unfortunately I had to because my webcam spazzed out again. I would have lost this battle, but I just kind of gave up. I played it in Windows Movie Maker or Windows Media Player, and it worked. But the sound kept dropping out towards the bit where it broke, so I just recorded that using Procaster. So the quality will randomly dip. You will notice because Cerebi will be in the background a little bit. But yeah, I'm kind of stuck, and I'm really fucking angry, and I'm not losing my 4th gen matches because these are probably going to be the last ones we get. Anyway, as you saw, I did out with Celebi, he did out with an Entei. This battle is against Cammy, I forgot to mention that. Cameron, Seaman, Nightstorm, whatever you want to call him, he's a beast. Anyway, I knew he was going to go some sort of fire move, so I go into Heatran, and I sponge that, and I go for a Fire Blast. I smash him, he doesn't like that, goes into Bliss, and I get a really, really bullshit crit. And, yeah, that's pretty lame. I don't know how much a regular Flash Fire boosted one would have done, but I think the crit does a little over 2/3, like maybe 3/4 even. So to be fair, I might have actually been in with a pretty good shout of just carrying on spamming Fire Blast and maybe getting there. Yeah, okay, we'll call that 3/4. So, I don't know, it would have been close. Lefties might have made it a 4-hit KO, in which case it was pretty well out of reach. But I was pretty happy with Heatran. I mean, yeah, again, bullshit crit, but whatever. I didn't exactly go into this game with confidence, so getting the bullshit crit, while really bullshit, as I said, it at least gave me a bit of a lift. It was like, oh, it's not completely over yet. Anyway, he's going to go on an Uxie, and ever since I started playing 4th gen again, I think that's the 3rd Uxie I've seen, or I see another Uxie in another battle later on, so yeah, a lot of Uxies floating around. You don't see them in 6th gen, don't know why. They seem pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's an inferior crest, but it can do things. Anyway, I go into Spiritomb, because it seemed like a good idea at the time, and I can Pursuit Trap it and stuff like that. However, he's got Yawn, and Protect, and Spiritomb ain't doing much against that. I could have tricked in a band, but, oh well, what are you gonna do, eh? What are you gonna do? Although, to be fair, tricking a band to something else later on proved vitally important. But I'm going to go into Celebi because it seems like a good time to get up Stealth Rocks, and if he feels like yawning, then I can natural cure it away, and meh. Basically, meh. It is about the gist of that. But he's going to go into his Venusaur, and yeah, I go up Stealth Rocks, and then I'm just going to U-turn out, and I'll go back into Spiritomb, and I'm going to trick a band onto this. I don't know why I keep having this massive compulsion to trick bands onto things, but I just do. It screwed me over last match, but I was still determined to do it this match. I did replace my Ambipom, by the way. I went with Fake Out, Double Hit, Shadow Claw, and U-turn because I didn't want to try anything frisky again. Oh wait, I go into Heatran because that made more sense. I'm an idiot. He's going to go Sleep Powder, and here's where I decide to trick a band onto it to try and inhibit it a bit. You know, try and fuck it over slightly so it can't diddle me over. But he has lefties instead of Black Sludge, which is a shame. I would have liked to trick Black Sludge to someone else, but whatever. It's not too bad. So yeah, I go into Spiritomb. He's going to go for the Leech Seed. No worries, I suppose it's kind of going to happen, so I'll take that. And now I'll trick him a band as he goes for a Sludge Bomb. He does get the Poison, which is a bit meh, but there you go. At least it's a banded Venusaur. And since Venusaur's a bit of a bitch to take out, you know, it should be okay, and as long as I don't get too, too sort of frisky with sleep and stuff, I should be alright. Because he can, it is still usable, he still can set up Leaf Seeds and Sludge Bombs and other such things. So, good to get the ban on it, but not completely out of the woods with it yet. Just sort of stops it from being a complete pain in the arse and lowers it down to being a minor/major. So a major pain in the arse. But anyway, Spiritomb's getting its arse kicked by Poison and Leech Seed, and yeah, it's not going great for old Spiritomb. But hey, at least it did its job. At least got a Pursuit off on the Uxie, which isn't too bad. It's damage, and that'll do. Anyway, I feel like going to Heatran here because I figured it's probably a good time to try and wake up. You know, get rid of some of those sleep turns. And I suppose I probably could have tried to go for a pursuit, but then he brings in something else, and then I'm just gonna give him lefties back, so there's not much point. So I go into my Heatran, he goes into Entei. I know a Stone Edge is coming, and to be fair, I probably should have just left Heatran there, to be honest. Throwing away Spiritomb, fairly pointless. But I did it, and yeah, wasn't the greatest play. I suppose Spiritomb's been pissing me off so much lately that I just didn't care. But in hindsight, sacking the Heatran, I mean, he might have missed a Stone Edge or whatever, and then I get to go into Ambipom. I mean, either way, I get to go into Ambipom, and I can go for a Fake Out, and then I'm grand. However, he switches out, and he goes into a Sableye. And, now, the last Sableye I battled, I think it was against Nick. Celebi flattened it completely. I think Seed Bomb did like 65%. It absolutely fucking demolished its face in. However, I don't know what he was going to do. I wasn't entirely sure. I probably should have gone into Celebi. Had I gone into Celebi here, I would have saved myself a world of hurt and fucking pain, but I didn't, and I'm an idiot. So I U-turn out, I go into Heatran, because here I think is a pretty good opportunity to try and wake up. It could go for a Wisp, in which case Heatran's going to nom it, and I'll be fine, and short of Nightshade, he can't do anything. So he goes Carmine. And now I'm stuck in two, I'm stuck in half, 6 of one, half dozen the other. I could switch out, go into Celebi right now, get a Seed Bomb off, and try and limit some of the pain. However, this is the best opportunity Heatran has to wake up, to actually accomplish things, and I've stuck it out. I may as well try and see how far I can take this thing, and maybe I'll be able to land a hit on it. Maybe I'll get another bullshit crit, I don't know, but we'll see how we go. But I go wake up, go for Fire Blast, and I miss. Now, judging by the next Fire Blast, I believe I would have 2-hit KO'd it. I believe. So, I'd call that payback for the Bliss, however it kind of depends, because while the Sableye at +2 is pretty good, it's not quite a Bliss. Although on the other hand, I did have things to kill the Bliss, so I don't know. I mean, I do have 3 explosion users. Blissey doesn't matter too much to me. But yeah, you see there, the Fire Blast probably would have 2-hit KO'd it. Lefties might have made it a bit iffy, but he would at least be on the back foot, and I don't know. It might have worked out, it might not have done. But anyway, through this whole sequence of bullshittery, I came up with a plan. I know Celebi can absolutely fucking flatten its face off, like, completely. I've battled a Sableye before. I've seen how much Celebi can do, even when it's max defense. I think it's a calm mindset. It's going to be max defense. So I knew what I could do is I could go into Celebi, I could go for a Seed Bomb. He feel compelled to kill me because it's psychic, and he can. And then once that's done, I can go into Ambipom, and, if it's still alive, I can go into Ambipom, U-turn, Shadow Claw, whatever, it doesn't matter, it'll be dead. So, the plan's there, it's all good, and I go into Ambipom. I don't even know. In fact, I had a really good bit last narration where I got really angry, and I'm kind of sad it's gone. But again, I will get angry again, because I spent like an entire day thinking about why I did this. I couldn't begin to understand how I'd been so dumb. I mean, the last few battles I've made some dumb plays, like some really dumb plays, like some impressively dumb plays. Like, one against the Blaziken with Kote switching into Dave instead of Heatran. That was a dumb play. But this, I legit, like, honest to God, that was, like, what I just said a few moments ago wasn't me, like, just sort of thinking, that's what I should do. No, I legit thought the plan out to go to Celebi, sack it, and then go into Ambipom out beforehand. I came up with that plan, and it sounded good. It made sense. Why I didn't do it, I don't know. Like, I really have no idea. Like, I thought the plan out. It was right there. All I had to do was press the buttons. Monkeys can press buttons. Apparently I cannot. Apparently pressing the right buttons is just beyond me. So yeah, and he burns my Ambipom, and again, I was stuck in, catch-22. I could have U-turned out as soon as I realised it was a retarded idea, but I couldn't. Because he could have gone Dark Pulse, he could have killed my Celebi, and then I really am up shit creek with a very small paddle made out of, I don't know, chicken wings. So, yeah, I was just boned. And then he gets a third Carmine. It's like, well, this is fan-fucking-tastic. This has gone so spectacularly well. And, yeah, so my best bet I have is to go into Celebi and try and hit him with a Seed Bomb. and see how much I do, and hope it works out. And I go into Celebi, I go for a Seed Bomb, it does well more than the HP he had when I was going to bring it in originally. I would have killed him, but I didn't. I'm an idiot. I don't understand. I can't explain it, but that's what I did. I mean, look, I would have killed it really easily. I don't know. I don't know. That's the answer to this. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I am incapable of explaining my decision. But yeah, that's it. Like, I mean, Dave might be able to kill with a Shadow Ball from there, but probably not, since Heatran's a lot stronger and Fire Blast is stronger, and it barely managed to do, like, half on a min damage roll. So I might have been able to do it, but I know Licky's my last shot. The only good thing is that because of my Seed Bomb, he doesn't exactly feel like going for a Wisp. So he's going to go for a Recover, and Licky was just looking at me throughout this whole turn of events, just thought, I'm disappointed in you. Like, you legit thought it out, but you played bad. So I'm gonna do you a solid second. And then the webcam cut out, but whatever. I don't care anymore. I don't give a shit. We are doing it this way. It looks miserable, but we're kind of stuck. Anyway, as I said, Licky decides to do me a solid, and he's gonna get a crit. And judging by the crit, I suppose I would have killed. I mean, my whole plan was that all what I needed was for Licky to outspeed. I wasn't sure EQ would kill from where he was. I just wanted Licky to outspeed. However, Licky didn't outspeed, but he killed. And I was like, oh, thanks, Licky, you beast. So he's going to go into Entei. That's going to die to Stealth Rocks. And suddenly, the game's fucking well back on. It doesn't look as completely hopeless. So there goes Entei, and you know, he brings in a Gallade. I'm like, right, Licky, you've got to live whatever he goes for. If he has Sneak, then Dave's boned. So you've got to live this. Doesn't matter what it is, you've got to live it. And he goes for a Drain Punch. And you want to know what happens? Licky lives it. Why? Because Licky is God. And I was so happy. So very happy. But he did it. And I'm thinking, I don't know what his last is, but it's up to Dave. Dave can pull this off. And you know what his last are? Uxie and Abandoned Venusaur. So I'm thinking, right, that's it. It's in the bag then. I mean, I'm sorry, but Licky literally just picked the rest of the dead team up and was like, come on, we're doing this. We've lost too many times. We've been defeated too many times by my own stupidity. Licky had had enough. And he went in. And I was damn proud of Licky. He showed up and he got on with it. That was fucking cool. So now he's going to go into Uxie. And this is pretty much it. I know Uxie is bulky as fuck. And I love you, Dave. You're awesome. You ain't killing with a Shadow Ball. It's just not happening. So he's going to go for Protect, trying to get a bit more lefties gain. That's fine, whatever. I'm not especially fast. So, I go for my Shadow Ball, and as I said, it doesn't kill. Which, I would have been fucking astounded if it did. But, he's going to go for a Yawn, and he's going to go for a Protect again. That Yawn Protect saved his Gonads. So it all comes down to this. What is his one attacking move? Is it U-turn? Is he going to U-turn out into Venusaur and try and kill me that way? He could do, because if he U-turned out and got a Leech Seed on me, I'd be pretty, well, I wouldn't be fucked, but I would be up shit creek. It wouldn't be great. But Dave goes to sleep. I've got a good amount of HP, and his one attacking move, unfortunately, is Psychic. So, it could have been worse, to be fair, but, I don't know. I suppose I'd take Psychic. It's not too bad. But he's going to go for it. And it does a pretty large amount. I knew it was an Uxie, so I knew it wasn't going to do too much, because Uxie is weak as balls. Let's face it, it's just not especially strong. And then Dave doesn't wake up again, and I'm thinking, alright, this is it. This is your last chance, Dave. Don't bean me, man. Do not Mr. Bean me. I love you, Dave. You can do this. I believe in you. He lives the Psychic with 30 HP, and then next turn, he fucking well wakes up and kills the Uxie. And I'm just like, holy shit. That's amazing. I love you, Dave. Like, Dave and Licky were just like, you know what, mate? You know what? We are getting you this draw. We don't care. We are getting you this fucking draw. And you know what? They did. Had Dave woken up a turn sooner, I would have been more inclined to go for a Shadow Ball, because, I don't know, unless he had, like, Hidden Power Ice, I think I'd be okay. Which he could have done, but I don't know that. But Dave just... Oh, Dave and Licky, man. Oh, I need to make a Dave in 6. I swear to God, it's so good. But the explosion, man, the explosion. So there you go. I got the draw. It's a point on the board. It's a point on the board, and it's something. And I was damn happy. Like, I went from I was down and out because I'm a retard to holy shit, Licky and Dave just saved my ass. So GG Cammy, and sorry for the crappy quality at the end. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. It probably will happen again, but yeah. So I will try and check beforehand, and hopefully I don't have to re-narrate. Anyway, let's go to the next battle.